Bonjour tout le monde, c'est Madame Metzger et aujourd'hui on va à la Martinique. Oui, regardez comme la Martinique est belle. This is Allez, viens, Level 2, Chapter 4. It starts on page 95, and today we're going to do the first étape only. So, where is Martinique located? Où se trouve la Martinique? Well, here is Martinique. It's in the Caribbean Sea. So if you look, here is the tip of Florida, and it is to the southeast of Florida and Haiti and Puerto Rico. So southeast of the Bahamas, etc., etc. As you can see, it is pretty tiny. It is a small little island. This is a picture of the island up close, and it includes some of our vocabulary that we want to learn. So, up here is the name Martinique, and one of its nickname is Island of Flowers. Répétez, s'il vous plaît, Île aux Fleurs. Très bien. We are going to be talking about what we can find to the north, to the south, to the east, and to the west. Répétez, au nord, à l'est, au sud, à l'ouest. Bien. So we're going to begin in the north of the island. Au nord de l'île, il y a le volcan Mont Pelée. So here is a big volcano called Mont Pelée, and it is in the very north of the island, as you can see. Also in the north is a tropical forest. Répétez, la forêt tropicale. We should also répéter this one. Le volcan, la Mont Pelée. Good. Still in the northern part of the island is Le Jardin de Balata. Répétez, Le Jardin de Balata. This is a huge flower garden. We're going to see pictures of all of these things in just a moment. Okay, in kind of the center of the island here is one of its exports, sugar cane fields. Répétez, des champs de canne à sucre. And the capital is on the west side of the island, right here. Répétez, la capitale, Fort-de-France. Good. You can find these all over the island. Fishing villages. Répétez, un village de pêcheurs. Excellent. And on the south tip are known as the most beautiful beaches. Répétez, les plus belles plages. Bien. Let's move these out of the way. We've got some more words down here. Oops, let me move that. And as you can see on the bottom right, répétez, un ananas, un moustique, un cocotier, un bananier, un palmier, une chute d'eau, le sable. And we're going to see those a bit later too, but we have 3 different types of trees that we're going to find a lot of. You've got your coconut trees, banana trees, and just palm trees. Waterfalls, of course, especially in the tropical forest there in the north. Sand, le sable, everywhere along those beaches, of course. And anytime you have tropical conditions, of course, you've got to deal with the le moustique, your mosquitoes. All right, bon, on continue. So here's a picture of some flowers found in Madinina. Madinina also means Île of Flowers. So you might hear Martinique called Martinique, Island of Flowers, Île aux Fleurs, Madinina. So lots of different names for it. So as we said, Le Jardin de Balata a plus de 1000 sortes de fleurs. More than 1,000 different types of flowers you'll find in this beautiful garden. La capitale est Fort-de-France. Qui se trouve? Se trouve means is located dans l'ouest. It is located in the west. Look how beautiful and colorful. Very lively. La Savane est un parc à la capitale Fort-de-France. On peut se promener et regarder la mer. So we can walk, we can look at the beautiful sea. Let me put this back down here. Il y a une statue de Josephine. I'm going to explain who she is in just a bit. Mais elle est décapitée. But she's decapitated. Les Martiniquais n'aiment pas qu'elle était pro-esclavage. So the islanders don't like that she was pro-slavery. So sometimes they deface her statue and they've already decapitated her. Dans le nord, il y a un volcan, Mont Pelé. So il y a, great expression. It means there is or there are. So in the north, there is a volcano, Mont Pelé. Il y a des plages noires. Now, the beaches in the north are black, and that's because I'm going to read a little note culturelle to you from page 419. And it says, you know the present-day capital of Martinique is Fort-de-France. But did you know that until 1902, 1902, the capitale was actually Saint-Pierre, which is in the north. Saint-Pierre was a very rich, very glamorous city, known as Le Petit Paris, Little Paris. But on the morning of May 8th, 1902, Mount Pelé exploded. And in 3 minutes, 3 minutes, the entire city of 30,000 people was destroyed. Only one person, a prisoner, protected by his cell walls, survived the eruption. Now, that's a pretty interesting historic fact. All right. So because Mount Pelé exploded in 1902, the volcanic ash turned all of the beach sand black and gray colors. And still today, the beach colors are black and gray. Dans le sud, il y a de belles plages. La plus belle plage, c'est la plage de Salines. The most beautiful beach is known as la plage de Salines. Look how pretty. Le Diamant se trouve dans le sud-est. C'est un village de pêcheurs. So this is one of the fishing villages. Its name is Le Diamant, the diamond, and it's in the southeast of the island. Les gommiers, répétez, les gommiers. These are boats, very colorful boats that they use for fishing, but also for racing. Répétez, les bateaux multicouleurs pour la pêche. La pagerie, répétez, la pagerie. This is where Napoleon Bonaparte, his wife, Josephine de Beauharnais, was born and raised here in Martinique. So maintenant, la maison, c'est un musée. So if you are interested in history, you would enjoy going to see this museum where she was born and raised. This is the statue in the capital that was decapitated. Anse Caffard Slav Memorial. These 20 statues near Diamond Rock commemorate the 1830 slave ship sinking and the slaves who died on it. So these beautiful white statues look out towards where the ship sank, commemorating that. La Bibliothèque Scolaire, or Scholler Bibliothèque Library. This is a unique building and a great photo op for tourists that sits on the west side of La Savane. Remember, La Savane is a park near the capital. All right. Prenez une feuille de papier, on va prendre des notes. We're going to now take notes about everything I just talked to you about. I will probably move way too fast. You'll probably need to pause this video and take your notes. Numéro 1. La Martinique se trouve dans la mer des Caraïbes. Numéro 2. La capitale est Fort-de-France. Numéro 3. La femme de Napoleon, Josephine de Beauharnais, was born here, La Pagerie. Side note, Napoleon did end up divorcing her when she didn't have a child. 4. La savane est un parc à Fort-de-France. The best beach is La Plage de Saline, located on the southern tip. White sand and calm waters is why they call it the best beach. Le Diamant is a fishing village, un village de pêcheurs. Madonnina means Île aux Fleurs, which means island of flowers. Let's move this out of the way again. And there we go. So if I went too fast, go ahead and pause it now and take those notes. I'm going to keep going. Je vais continuer. Another nickname, La Perle des Antilles Françaises. This means pearl of the French Antilles, of those French islands. Martinique is a department of France. This is why we're studying Martinique right now. That means when it's a department of France, while it's geographically not connected to France, it might as well be. The people in Martinique are French citizens, meaning their official language is French. They use the euro, and they vote. They have a representation that votes for them. So they are in every way French citizens. I'm going to show you a map of the world and show you some other territories and departments that France has. What are some of the exports? Well, we've got les épices, la canne à sucre, des ananas, des bananes, et des fleurs. Le jardin de Balata, over 1,000 species of les fleurs. Les gommiers, les bateaux multicolorés pour la pêche et la course. Black sand beaches, why? Le volcan, Montpellier, dans le nord. Okay, so you might want to pause it here and finish up those notes. Here is a world map of the French overseas territories and departments. So, as you can see, voilà la France. And over here, à l'ouest, dans l'Atlantique, and then keep going. You've got the Caribbean Sea here. We've got La Martinique, what we're talking about. You also have Guadeloupe and French Guinea. You can see there's some other French territories on the east side of Africa. We've got Mayotte and Réunion. Then the pink ones are territories, which are a little bit different. I'm not going to get into the difference between a department and a territory, but voila. Okay, so as you can see, the culture and the vocab is a beautiful mix. They all go together. Here is the actual vocabulaire that you need to know, even though you've already kind of got it written down in your notes for culture. Répétez, s'il vous plaît. Un volcan, un jardin, un champ de canne à sucre, un village de pêcheurs, le sable, un palmier, un bananier, un cocotier, un moustique, an ananas. We're going to actually pronounce that S when typically we don't. More vocabulary. Here are feminine words. Une île, an island. Une forêt tropicale. La capitale. La plage. La mer. Beach. Sea. Une chute d'eau. A chute of water. That makes sense for a waterfall. Une chute d'eau. We also want to know how to say these things and respond, and we want to be able to basically answer these questions, know what they're asking and answer them. Where is something located? What is there to see? What's the weather like? And what is it like in general? And we can use this not only for Martinique, but any city or any place that somebody says that they have visited. These are great questions and ways to answer. Here we go. Répétez. Où se trouve? Dans la mer des Caraïbes. We don't often see this accent like we see the others. It lets you know that you want to pronounce the A and the I both, but separately. Caraïbes. Dans le nord. Répétez. Dans le sud. Dans l'est. Dans l'ouest. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a à voir? This seems like something's wrong because we have the expression il y a and then the avoir. It is correct, even though it seems odd, and it is indeed choppy. Let's say that again. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a à voir? Il y a, and then you can say all kinds of things from Martinique. Les plages, les villages de pêcheurs, les champs de canne à sucre, un volcan Montpellier, etc., etc. Répétez. Quel temps fait-il? Il fait chaud. Il fait beau. C'est comment? And then we have 3 adjectives that we're going to learn. Charming, colorful, and lively. Répétez. C'est charmant. Coloré. Vivant. Bien. When we're describing a place, when we want to answer, c'est comment, we want to, we can say an adjective, of course, but we can also let them know, like, how big is this place? If it's some place they've never heard of. Is it bigger than Ohio? Is it bigger than the United States? Or is it smaller than Talmadge, for example? So here are the expressions for that. Répétez. C'est plus grand que. C'est plus petit que. We already did charmant, coloré, et vivant. I wanted to remind you there's lots of adjectives for describing places, so I gave you 2 more. They're opposites. Répétez. C'est amusant. C'est ennuyeux. Très bien. Okay. I really advise that when we're done here, you go back to your Google Classroom and you go to these slides, which are in the classwork tab. Go down to chapter 4 and open these slides up and look at this video. Or you can just put in a YouTube search engine, Martinique. You'll see so many wonderful videos that are just beautiful. You will love them. Check them out. That's second to top, the activités that there are to do there. I'm going to stop now. So this was again Madame Metzger for Allez, viens Level 2, Chapter 4, La Martinique, the first étape. Thank you for joining us. À bientôt!